farm. Let's take a look at our little tree farm. Wow. Well, let's show the map. As you can see, I've been around the world a little bit. The first things I did was mark out the boundary, the red line, but I've been all over the place. This is my loot town that I have. I go up here when I get bored, just loot it. This is the town I've been doing my hordes in. I've got a quick build base over there with just spikes. Did pretty well in the last one. Go around, go around. As you can see, there's still other places to uncover, but mostly all the major towns are uncovered. I do have plans later on to kind of, if there's no update on this game, to kind of start rebuilding Hub City. Okay, so I came down here, took a little pre-existing little building, quick little thing, forge. You got to, different things around here for when I'm here, food, all that crap. And I kind of cleaned up the area down to this point over here. Went in, cleaned up the stuff, put new windows in, little re-novelty, planted a couple trees. Nothing big. Little bunker down here. If the damn thing will let me open it. We don't need to open it. We know what bunkers look like. But as you can see, as we run up on the tree farm, it's done good. I got a fence around it. I've got trees for days and days. I'll drive around it to give a better look at it. Every now and then I just kind of clean up a little area of the town and check it out, make it look a little different. Made so when the zombies are around and I'm doing trees, I can't, really get in there that easy without me hearing them. This biome is right beside a destroyed area, so makes it a little weird when you come down on this back side of the trees. Little movie theater. I really got to fix that. Went up and redo the ground. But as we come around the corner, we got a little place that I it was a quick fix. Oh, zombie body. But my plans are on this town to completely fix every building, knock all the grass down, make it look like something, and actually wall the entire town up. There's 2 houses here that I've just redone and fixed up, just to make them, better for people if they come in. This one right here, I had a buddy come in and I fixed it up, and he threw his stuff down, and nothing big. It's right beside the main base, so we can kind of see the main base off in the distance there. Cemetery, I didn't want to take the fence away, so I just put a little exit up there. Then we've got this little place. This is the newest one that I've redone. Inside, it's nothing big. Just make it clean up a little bit. Pool's great place for getting water and everything. Plus, these houses have safes in them, and in this town, I've got a few houses like this. Alright, let's take a drive around the main base that I've been working on for a very long time. You can see it's day 379. As we come up here, you see, the thing of spikes. But yes, I've taken a hotel and just been doing it. It's all concreted, and now I'm upgrading the steel. It takes a long time when you're not in Creator to do that. Um, as we get off, you can see up there I have a farm on top. You can see the corn stalks, and I don't know if you can really see the other side. It's got potatoes up there. Um, this little building right here is actually for my mini bike. That's where I park it when I'm not in it. But this place has taken me a very, very long time to work on. Um, that's another one of those houses that I just did. It's got a pool in the back, and I just kind of, that's also a mine entrance. I have a mine out here as well as what I'm doing on the main part of it, which is a hellacious drop pit. We will drive around. Drawbridges? Why drawbridges? Well, I'll show that in a minute. But trees are a good thing to have when you're doing making like a little thing for the zombies not to go through, because they can't go through the trees and tear them down. You see on the outside, we got a catwalk and all that. Drive around here again. There's the back side. You can see that there's still a lot to upgrade on the on it. There's doors down there. Swing it around here. If you can see. Alright. You really can't see much unless I get off. Well, let's run on into the main base and check her out, shall we? We shall. I've been on this world for the last update we've had. Had a bunch of friends in the beginning that would come over, but they've all kind of stopped playing, and I work a lot, so I don't get to do this. Now this is just a house. I come over here, get water, things like that. But as you can see, it's a underground entrance. That's kind of a mine. I've got it that goes all the way across. Well, let's go check this out. Oh my goodness. Well, as you can see, I've been digging a whole lot. The POI is a standard hotel that I've been upgrading, like I said, probably since day, I think 70 is when I found it, or even sooner than that, and I just started doing things. I've used augers, I've used hand tools. I finally figured out how to drop large sections of the ground, and that's what I've been doing. Little drawbridge over, and that bridge right there is the only way to get over to the hotel. That thing falls is screwed. But I decided not to do anything on the dirt walls where I was digging out. Just, the structures like this. This is the little place for my my mini bike. And after we go down into the pit, I'll show you. So, I mean, it's been a lot of digging. And if you don't know the hatch trick for an elevator, well, that's what this is, and I'll show that later on in this. So, when I came upon this, you got where you can go underneath. It's a car park. Well, I turned it into, if the zombies get over, I can shoot through the bars. There's our little hatch trick. Let's turn this on. So, all the outer walls of the supports are all steel. You can see. A lot of inspiration from a YouTuber named Skippy. We have our little lounge area, as well as our little shoot through if they get through here, because that's just business glass right there. It's not going to keep a zombie out. And now we'll do it this way. And, well, my plans are to take this little area right here, make a elevator and stuff to come up, because the back really is been the greatest challenge. As you can see down here, there's a lot of holes. I've actually got all the way down to bedrock, which is still quite a ways away, and once we go down I'll show that. This is the back entrance, and we'll come around. And better shot at the bridge. And also on the other side there's a hatch elevator up, because there's a door on that side that actually is for the mine that I go into, or one of the mines. I have several. Alright. I mean, you know what a catwalk is. Here's the main entrance to the hotel. And let's take a peek. As you can see, I have gutted this hotel. It's been a lot of work. I left the vending machine. I left a lot of things. We also have a little water source in here that I made. And up here, that is actually one of the apartments I left to kind of be my base and stuff. A lot of supports. Had a lot of problems in the beginning when I didn't have these up, of things falling down roof, but it was on the other side. We've got this upgraded as far as it'll go, so that's pretty good. We've actually got a little place on the other side to grow things, but that right there is the main house and mushroom farm underneath. You can grow mushrooms inside. It's pretty good. But little catwalk. I got a little seating area up there that I'll show. There's a little place to grow things right up here. Well, let's go upstairs and I'll show you around that. And elevator. There we go. Little place out here so zombies can break through windows. It's not a problem. As you can see, I have some scaffolding still up. I'm trying to fix a few things. There's a little growing area, but a lot of space. I like it. Here's a little seating area. Old beer here. Okay, as you can see, I have this all upgraded as far as it'll go. Okay, let's see. I will show you the mushroom farm first. So mushrooms have to have darkness and all that crap to grow. These are all fertilized, so you get 4 mushrooms per time. I get a good good amount on the crop, so that's good. And this is the only way out of my little apartment. There's a bunch of hay bales down here that I jump on. So little metal ladder. Let's go up here. Yeah, zombies can get through those windows easy, so that's that. Plus I can shoot through the floor up here. I have a few forges in here. Have my chem station. I have 3 workbenches, 5 cement mixers. Let's see. This is where I keep my gas and my ammo and stuff. Gun parts, guns that still need parts in here. I've got my paper, my gunpowder, all that stuff in here, feathers. These are completed weapons, except for the arrowheads. I just put them in here to keep them up. Rocket launchers, shotguns, all that stuff. Went to the trader and I got these little in-wall things, little storage. So we got here and there. Food. Food is good. I got my food over here. Cans, I just moved them in here. I pick those up where I can. You got stuff to grow. Got medical. Medical, we're sweet. You know, mini bike parts. I've got fucking things everywhere. Here's my ammo box. You can see I've got quite a few. Then we'll go into the bedroom. I made all these cabinets. Some of them had things in them like water, other things is treasure maps, clothes, things like that, both sides. Then I have this, and I made this because I was running out of room with stone because of the digging. So I just kind of added that on. Now we're going to go to the farm. The farm is really one of the first things I did when I established this as my home. I built this up back here to just kind of have a place to put everything, and I got way too many plants off the other floors, so I just kind of stuck them in here. You know, I've got my hops, I've got cotton, I've got corn, all that stuff. Yeah, I know. I don't have to close the door, but I do. When I came up here, this was like an open area, broken windows and stuff, so I filled it in with the scrap blocks, and then I really started. The first section I did was over here. That says 2, but some of them will say 4 because it's still not all the way fertilized. But the crops grow really good here. There's not a problem. There is snow, but not a big deal. As we look down, we can see how far the drop is. I have 2 sets of catwalks, but they're not joined. They go to the front of the building. This is I call this B because you have to go through the top apartment to go in and get up here to it. But it'll take you around all the way to the front, especially with the sniper rifle. You know, you can see the little block that's on the outside of the garage. That's where the hatch elevator cover is, and that's the way I've done that. But as you can see, there's the other end of the catwalk, and yeah, I'm still doing stuff, so I have a little scaffolding up. Usually the zombies, if they come this way, they'll go to the easiest access point, which is the drawbridge. So that makes it pretty easy. It also depends on where you stand, where you are. I really like to bring them back the other way. Real quick, gotta do this. Alrighty, that one's done. And there's the apartment and the ladder to the mushrooms that I showed you. So what we're going to do now is get our butts down and drop in the pit, and I'll show you that, as well as bedrock. Man, bedrock really is the goal to get to. Because I want this, I've got a lot of plans for it. Basically, once I'm at bedrock, I'm going to make a couple little access tunnels out of concrete to go fix the spikes and everything that they get damaged from the zombies if they make it over. But with the amount of blocks down that shit is, it should destroy them the second they hit, because it's going to be nothing but upside down, the big round spikes. Okay. Let's go out the back entrance. Yeah. Yeah, the blocks that are over there, that was from the early stages. The early stages, I had the entire thing covered with wooden blocks and was digging under it, and they kept falling. I was like, hey, let's just leave it completely open, shall we? Alright. One last look before we jump. Boom. Alright. Well, as you can see, it's pretty far down here. I'd rather do it with hand tools than the auger because it takes up way too much gas. You can see the bridge there. I still have to do the concrete here and those. So the large areas are easy to drop when you start digging. You just have to figure it out. Because what I do is I'll clear a block under a large section, then I'll go one block over. Then what I'll do is I'll come back through, taking those out, and on the ends, that's when I'll bust them and they'll, fall down. Main thing I'm doing right now is getting the walls caught up with the depth that I have. When I stopped doing the wall, it was way up there. And then I started digging and digging and digging and digging. And now that I'm almost even with this little bit, I went on and decided to go on and do it. Let's go around the back of the hotel and we will go down to bedrock. This was actually my first mine, this area. This just kind of happened from doing different things underneath, and I kind of lost the integrity of it. This was a little place I go because it'd get cold and I'd have to come in here and dump stuff and everything. So I'm surprised it's that close now. It's like, wow. But you can see it's pretty far down already, and we got the little hatch elevators. And you can see this was a good size mine. And we still got different things around here. There we go. I found a lot of metal when I first started coming down here. The resource, there's the hatch. Let's go on down more. Let me see it a little bit better. Okay. And this is what's going to take us to bedrock. And that's bedrock. And the reason I put the little door here is because I was down here, they would fall down and shit like that. It was crazy. But this is what bedrock looks like, and this is what it sounds like. When you hear that sound, you can't go no further. So bedrock is pretty far down. I've got little tunnels and things throughout trying to figure out what was going on. This is a very early area when I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, like mining and stuff. So we'll take our hatches up. And we're back up. Now we'll go to the elevator in the front. Show you that. And this little video thing will be done. Good God, I've taken 24 minutes to show this? Wow, that's crazy. And we're back up. Till next time, y'all have a good one.